What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Bundesliga career mode. This is episode number 69. We're starting today's stuff looking at fixtures for February outside of the January window. 4 big games in the Bundesliga: Eintracht Frankfurt, Union Berlin away, not looking forward to that, Hoffenheim, Stuttgart away, and of course our DFB Pokal last state trip to Borussia Dortmund, along with our first leg visit to San Siro. AC Milan in the Champions League last 16. Buzzing for that one, man. Absolutely can't wait. We was with Jamie Llewellyn a couple of days outside the window as well. Just shy of 81 million from Arsenal, looking for their new Alexandre Lacazette. Of course, we turned it down. The bids we've had for our star players in January window and since the summer as well have been massive, but I didn't mind selling Kolo Muani because I knew I could replace him with someone of similar ability, which we did with Karim Adeyemi, but the importance of a player like Jamie Llewellyn is worth way more than £81 million. Anyway, first game of today's episode here. This was the big one. 15-game win streak in all competitions for Arminia Bielefeld. It is our best of the series thus far. But heading to Dortmund, I thought this would be the game where it would end. Travelling to the Signal Iduna Park, the holders of the cup, Borussia Dortmund, winning the DFB Pokal last season. And this is a competition where we struggled in since the series began. 5 minutes in, we were already a goal down. Erling Haaland made it 1-0, and I didn't feel confident heading into the game, I've got to be honest. Despite the amazing winning run, our best of the series, didn't feel confident one bit. My least favourite condition, playing in the snow, travelling away against the holders of the competition, in a competition we've struggled in mightily since the save began. Yeah, even though we were probably considered slight favourites for this game based on our winning run, I felt like an underdog heading into the game. But despite trailing early to the Norwegian striker Haaland, we did have most of the chances in the first half. 38 minutes in, Karim Adeyemi had denied as we were still down by a goal. But really, it was a first half where I felt we deserved to be leading this game, let alone on level terms. We had the vast majority of the chances. Vlasic denied here as we were still trailing by a goal. Just one of those games where it's like, it's all you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you concede an early goal, but ever since then, it's all you. You are the far better team. You're just not able to get that goal. Still trailing by a goal. From this goal kick from Luis Maximiano, we win it back through Joshua Wagner, and Vlasic receives the ball on the halfway line here. Plays a lovely through ball to Karim Adeyemi. Gets in behind his man. Finally, we had that level. I was getting so frustrated, and I really felt as though if we went into the break still down by a goal, and we'd used all the energy up in the first half, would have ran out of steam heading into the second. I felt we needed a level before the break, and we got one right before half-time. Karim Adeyemi, briefly talked about him earlier in today's episode here. That's 4 goals in the 2 games in the DFB Pokal he's now played. He has been a brilliant replacement for Randall Kolo Muani. So following the level of Dortmund had a rare chance here. Good save by Schuster, kept us still tied at 1-1. And in a really action-packed first 45 minutes of the Signal Iduna Park, we were tied, and after Dortmund had that chance right before the break, I was thinking, how's the second half going to begin? Are Dortmund going to get another early goal, or are we going to stay in attack mode and look to get in front for the first time in the game? Well, 4 minutes after the restart, as Vlasic finds Ludwig, we had our answer. Nicola rolls through Marco, and since Theo came in at the start of last season, Ludwig doesn't get as much game time now. It's more like staggered game time for this guy in this team, but he's still such an awesome youth graduate, especially off the bench. But starting this game puts us in front for the first time, and then 7 minutes later, with our first lead in the game, Tyler Carrot pops it out wide towards Felix Agu. Nice ball through to Konstantin Schäfer, but that is a brilliant pass into the feet of Nikola Vlasic, and the Croatian who had that red hot start in Bielefeld colours. 6 goals in 4 in the Bundesliga. Fell off the pace a bit since then, but he still had a great debut year at the Stuttgart Arena. We scored our 3rd goal here at the Signal Iduna Park, and after that, the game died down, which, to be honest, I wasn't really surprised. All the energy was just like, used up in the first hour's worth of play. Nothing to report in the final half an hour. And from coming from behind, we get the win, and we are through to the DFB Pokal semi-finals. We're into the Final 4 for the first time in the German Cup. The board have asked us to win it. I talked about that being more of a daunting task than getting to the Champions League semis based on our terrible performance in this competition since the series began. But we're into the Final 4, and as you'll see, as we get done with the post-match interview, we've got in the semi-finals of the Cup Eintracht Frankfurt. We avoid Leverkusen and RB Leipzig, the two biggest teams outside of us remaining. And we've got Eintracht Frankfurt not having a terrible season. They're in mid-table right now, 6 wins in 19 and 10th place. But let's be honest here, Leverkusen and RB Leipzig, both European teams, both in the Champions League this year, I believe. I've got to be honest here. I feel as though I got a bit of luck in that cup draw there, which I haven't been able to say too much since this series began. But we knock out the holders. Dortmund will not be retaining it. We got Frankfurt in the semi-finals. That's our second game of today's episode, but in the Bundesliga, a dress rehearsal for that cup semi-final tie here. And I've got to say, we'll be firm favourites heading into that time. What a chance we've got to reach our first ever cup final domestically in this save. Come on, man. Can't bottle this. Anyway, for the second game of today's episode, after extending our winning run to 16 in all competitions, Vlasic bags his second goal in 2 in all competitions and 9th in 20 in the Bundesliga this season to open the scoring here against Eintracht Frankfurt. And again, these are the guys we'll be battling with in the cup semi-finals with dress rehearsal for that game coming in April. And 20 minutes in here, this was really, really cool. Amos Piper made a couple of great tackles on the defensive end, and Jamie Llewellyn storms clear. I was kind of gutted that Piper didn't get credit with the assist for this goal because momentarily I lost possession with Llewellyn. Ball just sort of like ricocheted off the defender's feet and back to him. He ran through one-on-one. Llewellyn is so quick, man. He really, really is. Chips it into the back of the net. We're 2-0 up on Frankfurt, and it's a dream start here at the Stuttgart Arena. I've talked about it before. We're so far clear right now in the race for the title to retain our crown. It does feel as though slipping up from this position would be a monumental collapse and the worst I've ever had in any FIFA CM ever. We're so far clear. We've got that double-digit lead. We're now firmly into the second half of the season. I really don't want to jinx it because I know I've already bottled the title back in Season 3 when I had an 8-point lead. So I'm certainly not going to say the job is done. But it does kind of feel that way, do you know what I mean? And here against Frankfurt, we were leading by 2. And really, to be honest, should have been 3 or 4 goals clear. Had so many chances. Playing some really good football as well. Just couldn't find that third goal. But how about this? 7 minutes to go. Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. You know what I mean? That was class there. I often talk about it. Sometimes the AI score these goals and they're like, just perfect. That looks so aesthetically pleasing. Chip ball through to Barkok, who fires in a consolation goal. Frankfurt in the end, it was a little too late for them to mount a fight back, and we certainly deserved to win this game by 2-1. But yeah, it does feel at the moment because we're so far clear and our winning run is now extended to 17 in all competitions. I can't see us surrendering our title. It does feel as though we're going to do it, but the real question is, if we are going to do it, which seems incredibly likely now with every game that passes and every win we notch up, that we are going to hold on to this title and win it back to back, can I set that points record? I don't think I've ever set the points record in the Bundesliga in any FIFA career mode I've done. I've done plenty of seasons in the Bundesliga. I've done loads and loads of Bundesliga career modes. This one here, one with Hamburg, one with Hertha Berlin. I've just managed in multiple team career modes, like with Bayer Leverkusen, for example. But I don't think I've ever set the points record in all the seasons I've spent playing in the Bundesliga. I don't think I've ever set the points record of 92. I'd say if I've ever got a chance to do it, it's this season. Amazing winning run, 17 in all competitions, so far clear right now. And what an opportunity I've got to set a record. I don't think I've ever done that before. I'd love to be able to do it this season. But even so, for our third and final game, this was like a game to avenge your demons, if you will. Union Berlin away from home, newly promoted after winning promotion from the 2 League last season. Back in Season 3, this was the ground where I'd say I lost the title. It was our third final game of the season, and I lost here in a season where Union Berlin were also relegated. It was a massive, massive choke. And in the end, of course, we lost to Bayern on the final day that definitely guaranteed we would not win the title. But this, I would say, was the ground where we lost the title back in Season 3. We beat them in a reverse fixture. I wanted to beat them again. And 41 minutes in, I was playing some really good football in today's episode, guys. Not going to lie. Sometimes I have like recording sessions like this one where I feel like in complete control. And right now on a 17-game winning streak that looks very likely to be extended to 18, it feels really good. And you guys will have like, you know, gaming sessions like I do when you're just in complete control. You're knocking the ball around so nicely. Defensively, you're really, really tight. You're creating multiple good chances and you're scoring some really nice goals as well. That was how I was feeling in this recording session. With 2 minutes to go in this game, leading by 2 in a game I completely dominated. Karim Adeyemi comes off the bench to bag our third. On for Jamie Llewellyn, gets our third goal. What a signing he's been from Roma as our new backup for Jamie in what was a 3-0 victory at Union Berlin. Demons avenged and then some in this game as we get the big 3-0 victory, extend our winning run to 18 in all competitions. It's the best winning run I've had in this series. I believe the best winning run I've had in FIFA 22 thus far. The defense has improved significantly this season. Another clean sheet there as well. And I've got to say right now, I don't have to big myself up too much. I don't have to sound cocky and arrogant, but I definitely do feel like I'm in the zone right now. I'm chasing that points record. We're 18 clear of Dortmund. I'm just going to be honest, this title already seems like it's won, but I want the points record as well. We need another 34 to set it in the next 13 games. Definitely doable, but it is going to be tough, but that is what I'm chasing. But that will end today's episode of the Bundesliga Career Mode, guys. Big thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you like, most of you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next episode of Bundesliga Career Mode featuring the first leg of the Champions League last 16, the San Siro versus Milan. Cannot wait. Very soon.